What's up, you guys? My name is Miguel Gomez, fellow Xray Tech Peep here, just giving you knowledge. I don't get anything out of this. Not sponsored by anyone. Just giving you the facts. Because, back when I was in school, I wanted someone to tell me some of this because I was just curious about it or I just wanted to know. And there wasn't a lot of videos. There's like a bunch of the ones you'll find, at least back in my day, it was just day in the life or like, I didn't go into depth into actual stuff. So, once again, just telling you the facts. So, most common complaint you'll get at being an X-ray tech. So, stuff you deal with that kind of gets under your nerves. You'll either go out to a room, they'll order an X-ray, and you'll go. The nurses will be there, and then you're like, okay, I'll come back. You go back, someone else is there. Go back, someone else is there again, and you're just like, you know what? I'm just wait. That's like the biggest complaint. Or like your equipment. Sometimes it's not the best. You'll complain about crappy equipment, and like most higher ups, I mean, they'll either just patch it up to just get it good enough, just to barely work and get it done because they don't want to buy new stuff. That's a big complaint. Or like your patience, you'll tell them basic instructions, which I kind of understand, and then other times, because like the patient will either be nervous because they're at their hospital, they don't like it, or maybe they're in special conditions and stuff. You'll give them basic instruction like put your left side against the board, and they'll be like the right side, and then you're like no, sir, flip it. Or you'll ask them, do you have anything in your bra, or do you have anything that could be seen in an X-ray? They're like, no, everything's off. Take an X-ray, boom, Wiz Khalifa chain. I mean, like big chains like that, or like they'll have something raw, something sticking, and they'll like, no, I don't, and then you're like, sir, I'm looking at it. You can't lie to me. Like it's right there. So like, that's a big thing. Or like, you'll go to order something, and you try to take it, and it doesn't match up because they ordered the wrong thing. Or if you try to take an X-ray of something, and then you're like, wait a minute, this ain't right. They ordered it wrong, and you have to go back before you can take the picture, get everything like straightened up. Or like, you'll try to take an X-ray, and there's like so many people in the room, and you're just like there with your big old portable, just making your way. You're like, excuse me, especially like if you're in the ICU or you're in one of those MECU. There's so many cables, so many stuff. It gives you anxiety. Especially you got the big old bulky mobile unit trying to get through that. And like even my wife, who's a nurse, I've questioned her sometimes of the stuff that'll make me mad as an X-ray tech because the nurses don't know. So I learned that they don't learn a bunch of stuff of radiation safety. Like I've told them, I'm like, when we take X-rays, there'll be sometimes y'all people, nurses, that's what I mean, will just sit there next to the patient and won't move when I'm about to take an X-ray. They're like, oh, I didn't know that it could hurt me or it can cause problems. And I'm like, yes, it does. Or they'll be like, oh, I didn't know that would show up on an X-ray. Like common stuff like that. That you're just like, it is what it is. Or like sometimes you'll be out there and you're like, where's my patient? And they're like, I don't know where he is. Or like you'll try to take an X-ray and there'll be a parent. You're like trying to get them to like super nervous. If you try to move them into a certain position, they'll be like hear their baby crying or being stuff because they're damaged little bones and stuff like that. They'll get anxious on you. Get like something you gotta deal with. Try to be a lot of precaution, especially now since I'm a parent. I understand stuff like that. Well, like your extra equipment, sometimes will malfunction when you're doing it, and then you always get the patient. You'll be like, okay, that's the thing I've learned. Never tell your patient how many pictures you're gonna take. We're gonna take a few pictures. Because if you tell them, like for instance on the chest, that there's two, and you accidentally snipped something or they moved and you had to take an extra one, the patients will be like, why are we taking more pictures? You said there was only going to be two. Am I going to be charged more for all these pictures? And a bunch of other things. Just save your time. Just don't do that to avoid that problem. What else do you have? Or sometimes you'll go out and you'll try to call the patient and be like, let's say patient so and so. And someone else will come and you'll take them to the room. And then you're like, once again, try to confirm their name and stuff. And then they're like, that's not me. And you're just like, just simple stuff like that. Or like the doc will order something and he'll order it wrong. And then you gotta go fix it. There's a bunch of stuff. I can just go on and on. There's just some simple stuff, that you just gotta get used to. And yeah, it's just a short little video. Just wanna tell you some things that can happen to you out there. And yeah, it's been your boy Miguel, fellow Xray, peep, man. See you on the next one.